Stephen Mark Nicholas Benson is my name, my whole name, my real name. Skeeter Rabbit is a locking name, and there was a guy named Skeeter Rabbit. He wasn't with the Lockers, but he knew the Lockers, and he's the one who made up the dance Skeeter Rabbit, right? And so when I started locking, that was my specialty, doing the Skeeter Rabbit. And I used to do all these different variations. It was his style, but I just started switching it and changing it. So everybody called me like Lil Skeeter Rabbit or Skeeter Rabbit Jr. And the name Skeeter Rabbit just stuck. So that's how I got the name Skeeter Rabbit, you know. 73, 74, I started locking. I seen the Lockers and I started locking. And some of the Lockers was from my neighborhood, which is, I stayed on the borderline of Compton and Watts. And so, you know, I would see Lockers all the time, so I liked to dance, so I would lock. But it was just, it was a thing to do. I didn't want to be a dancer, you know. I just like it, you know. I wanted to be a gangster. That's all I wanted to be. Period. Someone had told me about popping, but I had never seen it. You know what I'm saying? And I lived in the Bay Area in San Francisco, and I'd seen a few. It wasn't called popping. I seen people dime stopping and doing a robot and stuff like that. But I didn't think it was anything different from what I was doing. But then my cousins came down from, which is Boogaloo Sam, and his real name is Sammy Solomon, and Timothy Solomon, which is Poppin' Pete, moved from Fresno, California to Long Beach, California, and we hooked up, and it was over for me, you know.
I'm in a group called Electric Boogaloos. Started, created, founded by my brother Boogaloo Sam and Nate Johnson, as far as the group. The original group called Electronic Boogaloo Lockers are from Fresno, California. Sam started, he created the style of popping and boogalooing back in 1976, 75, 76. He just was doing a dance, you know what I'm saying? He was just doing this style that really had no name, and his uncle had given him the name Boogaloo, or said that you was doing something, say do that Boogaloo or whatever, and the name Boogaloo kind of stuck with the style, because like I said, it was no name to what he was doing. And from there he just started developing more stuff, and you know, and the next thing you know, he started teaching other guys, and then they made a group called Electronic Boogaloo Lockers. Then I became a member in 1978, and we moved to Long Beach, California, from Fresno. And that was in 1978. Sam had called me. Sam is my older brother, but we have different mothers, same father. But he had called me up and said, I got a style called Boogaloo and Poppin', and he was trying to explain to me over the phone, you know. I'm going like, you know, and when he was telling me, he said, oh, you make your arm snap, and you, so when I got off the phone, I started going like, what? I mean, I couldn't understand, like, you know, you pop your arms. I mean, you make them look. I'm going like, and that's how I was going like, yeah, like, you know, I'm going high. So that's when we had moved to Long Beach from Fresno. Sam came down to visit, and we picked him up from the bus station, and I like ran. I was 16 years old, and I got his bags. We got to the house. I ran in the house. Actually, before he even got in the house, I said, let me see the dance. Let me see the dance. He said, no, I'll wait. So we got into the apartment, to the house, and went to bedroom, and what I seen him do, man, it changed my life. I had never, ever seen anybody move their body like that. And I had, I think that night, we stayed up 8 hours. We stayed up almost all night, and my mom came in the room, go to bed, because I was in there just doing this all night in the mirror. Go 1, 2, and where I woke up the next morning, my neck was sore, my arms were sore, but I had to do this dance, and I practiced every day, hard.
Yo, Skeeter Rabbit, Poppin' Pete. One of the most asked questions is, how did the poppin' thing come around, you know. So what had happened was, it was a dance in the like early, middle to late 60s called the jerk. And Sam, you know, Sam being so young then, his like aunts and uncles used to watch him. He used to watch them do the jerk, and you know, he started kind of copying that and go to church and see people in the church shaking to the gospel music, and he started copying that move, and he would go pop, 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 and it was very basic, easy, you know. It wasn't like what you see today. It was like pop, 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 and you know, that's how the whole move and name came about, was
From Sam saying the word pop.
Pop.
So everybody
when
just,
when he
was dancing.
Yeah, when he was dancing. So Pete's gonna show you how it was in the beginning and how it is now. All right, one of the more recent styles P came up with in 1997. We were in a show in Las Vegas, Nevada at New York Hotel called Manhattan. And in the dressing room, P was just practicing and like just getting down to the music. And he was getting tired, so he was acting like he was tired and going to sleep. And one of the other dancers, a B-boy Wicked, named it Sleepy Style, and P came up with it in 1997, Sleepy Style. Okay, another style of popping that deals basically with from the waist down, but also up. P came up when 80, like around 80, 81. He took it from the B-boy Crazy Legs from Rocksteady, and he liked the way he, you know, did his footwork and leg work when he was, you know, b-boying and everything, and how fast and, you know, agitated it was. So he, you know, came up with the concept to do it with popping. It's called the Crazy Legs. All right.